Hello everyone, it is me, and as you can see I have a new addition to my room, and that is a shelf. That's right, your girl finally got herself a new shelf, and as I've said before, with new shelf comes new books. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Anyway, sorry if I sound a bit denasalized because I got the flu, so I'm not really in the best condition to be speaking. I have a stuffy nose, so you'll have to deal with that for a while. Anyways, what we will be doing today is that first of all, I will be rearranging my books. So one of the reasons why I decided to get a new shelf is because my books are piling up, and even if I've decided to free up some space by selling some books away, you know, they don't really sell in the blink of an eye, so we'll have to wait still. So as you can see, I have another shelf over there, and that shelf is already slightly full. Right there on the bottom is my K-pop stuff shelf, and I am planning on getting rid of these albums and stuff slowly but surely. Let me show you what I had on this shelf before. The top shelf was mostly hardcovers and also translated Japanese and Korean literature. The second row was mostly nonfiction, but also I had to squeeze in some fiction in there. The third row was basically also nonfiction and also Malay books, and as I've said, the fourth one is K-pop stuff. Sorry for the bald nanami over there. Anyways, I also have a book trolley over here, but you know, the trolley is mainly for books that I want to let go and donate, but I haven't really found the time to be doing that yet. So I have some books already on this shelf because I've been also filming on this shelf. There's four rows, and I am still unsure of how I'm going to arrange them because I've seen people arrange their books based on author names, based on alphabet, based on colors, based on the series. And prior to this new bookshelf that I got, the way I arranged my books was mainly through vibes. Well, no, that's a lie. I arranged them based on genre. So like I said, translated literature, Japanese and Korean are in one space, fiction, literary fiction, English is in another, nonfiction in one space. But as I've expanded my horizons, I have collected a lot more books that are similar in terms of their editions, such as, you know, the Penguin Modern Classics, NYRB classics, which, you know, they look similar, so they sort of belong together. Rearranging them based on author names wouldn't be too bad of a choice. So I will try to keep this upper shelf empty, so I will get rid of all that and use this as my K-pop shelf so that I can use this one as a background. What I also didn't show you was I have a bunch of children's books. I didn't throw them away because I love my childhood books, so that's gonna be another thing to be putting on the old shelf. So the first step is I will be removing all the books from the previous shelf and putting them on the floor or on the bed somewhere, just so I can get a good idea of what the space is gonna be like. Yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to put my Japanese and Korean translated literature on this shelf because I actually have quite a lot of translated Korean and Japanese literature, so that's what I'm gonna do. I realized I wasn't recording this entire time. What I am doing right now is unpacking. The first shelf is going to be children's books. Second shelf is going to be hardcovers and nonfiction. Third and fourth is going to be general and literary fiction. And my translated and Japanese and Korean literature are going to this shelf. While we're here, I want to show you the most gorgeous children's book ever. Anyone else remember Fairies before they changed it to the 3D Tinkerbell version? This was the original, and she was my favorite. This is Rani, the water fairy. She doesn't have wings, and that, you know, was a big part of the story. Basically, this book is about, you know, all of them attempting to give her wings, but none of them working out, and just being happy and grateful about who you are. The art is absolutely gorgeous. So these are all the old gen fairies, dare I say. And I loved the old art style. It was so beautiful. Comes back a lot of memories. I love it. It's so gorgeous. I love the old fairies so much. I don't know why they decided to change it. I feel like not a lot of people have shelved children's books before on their shelves on Booktube, but you know, with the work that I might do in the future, I think it would be a good investment to keep these children's books because I might or might not work with kids, so these might be a good resource for me in the future. I also want to show you, I have a bunch of old and very short classics. I don't know what edition these are. They're from Oxford, most likely. And these are the books that I kind of grew up with. Black Beauty, this was my first. Well, no, that's not my first, but this was most probably the most memorable classic that I read when I was a kid. And then there's Grace Darling, Around the World in 80 Days. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember any of these. I don't even remember reading half of these. I don't remember what Five Children and It were about. I do remember Frankenstein, it's iconic. And then I have The Jungle Book and Gulliver's Travels. There's a lot, and I don't think I even remember half of what these stories were originally about, bruh. Fun fact, when I was younger, I used to read dictionary, like straight up raw dog a dictionary. It's just why you see these colorful tabbings on words that I thought were interesting and useful and very edgy. So for example, cadaverous, which is very pale and thin. It did not make me smarter. So reading a dictionary, raw dogging a dictionary is not the most ideal or smartest thing to be doing, but if it works for you, you do you. I don't think this is gonna fit. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's enough, I guess. Wait. Okay, it does fit, thank you. be I want to get rid of these tutorial books for kids that I used to have. I used to sew a lot, and this is for knitting, but my mom picked it up and she never really got to it. So I think this is good. I think I'm satisfied. Okay. Moving on to the third shelf. Let me just get rid of the translated Korean and Japanese literature so I don't get confused. So I have a vision. I missed a few non-fiction books. Yeah, okay, this needs to go. The dictionary needs to go. Otherwise, we will not have space for it. I'll see where I can put this, because we also have shelves outside in my room, so I gotta rethink about some things, because if I am so conservative about the space I use here, and what's the point of getting a new shelf? Okay, I think I'm gonna put the dictionaries and stuff at the bottom shelf, because I also have a few encyclopedias that I want to shelf there. So I think that'll be good. We're just testing things out right now. Okay, change of plans. Change of plans. The hardcovers are gonna go down here because it turns out I had more nonfiction than I thought I did. Surprisingly. When did I have this much nonfiction? It's crazy. Well, it's not, but I just neglected it for a while. Shelf. Yeah, it's really looking like a proper reader's shelf. I've never arranged my books like this before, so it's really interesting to see. The sizes are, you know, all different and stuff. I had a short lunch break. Now I'm ready to start rearranging my shelves again. So what's left is the two bottom shelves, and the books that I have on my bed are mostly literary fiction, which I want to rearrange on the bottom two shelves, and also my new shelf. I will get to work. Fitzcarraldo editions together. I think I'm done with my shelf. Moving on, I will be doing my bottom shelf next. So I'm gonna rearrange my K-pop shelf first and then start with the books. So my 80s photo book. This is by far the best 80s photo shoot ever done. I think I'm done with my shelf. Let me show you guys what it looks like now. Here's the big shelf. Up on top you have my childhood books for kids, Jacqueline Wilson, Pseudonymous Bosch, and old Dr. Seuss books. On the second shelf, on the second row, there's nonfiction books, both hardcovers and softcovers. So I've arranged them in alphabetical order, standard bookshelf arrangement in bookstores according to the author's names. Some of these are Malay, some of them are in English. Third shelf, there is fiction books and hardcovers and also paperback. So again, I've arranged them in alphabetical order. And the last one, just the same. I use this frame and there's some other stuff as stoppers. There are some books at the back, books that I don't want to display. So here's the last shelf. Sorry, it's kind of dark. My new shelf. So at the bottom here, there are some K-pop items, ATs, and some encyclopedias, dictionaries that I probably won't use as much, textbooks. Second one, this is where I keep my paint. I don't know if I'll keep it. I guess if I get more books and if it takes up space, I'll throw them away. My Fitzcarraldo editions and also Penguin Modern Classics, I keep them here because they look nice together. Another Penguin Mini Classics, I forgot what they're called. Yeah, so the tiny books are all together. And my seashell collection. And up here is the translated Korean and Japanese literature. Turns out I don't have much. I don't know why when I used to put them there, it looked like I have a lot. But anyways, here are my books. Not in alphabetical order, they're kind of randomized. I think I'll keep it that way. And top shelf is just random stuff. I have my perfumes, Rabbit, as I call her, some stuff, art prints, and paint by numbers. I think I'll definitely decorate the more I go. But as of now, I'm really satisfied with how it turned out. Maybe I'll be able to make a video showing all the books that I own, but definitely that's for another day, I think. That's definitely for another video. So thank you for watching. I enjoyed reshelving my books with all of you. Hope to see you guys again soon. Bye bye.